Now let's talk about this next game. We got the West Point Warriors and the Cold Spring Eagles, another big game. Both these teams very capable to play the defending champions and the #1 seed Holly Pond tomorrow night at 7.
Yeah, West Point comes in with a 13-10 record. Cold Springs comes in with a 14-9 record. These two teams played once before back in November. Cold Springs won by a 10-point margin. Looking forward to a good game here between West Point and Cold Springs. Let's meet your starters here for West Point. They are the visiting team tonight in the dark maroon jerseys. We've got number 2, Bryant Farley. He's a junior. Number 4, William Wren. He's also a junior. Number 20, Tristan Dubberly. He's a senior. Number 32, Ryder Jones. He's a junior. And number 34, Levi Laney. He's also a junior. The Warriors are coached by Randy Jones. Again, that's Farley, Wren, Dubberly, Jones, and Laney. 4 juniors, 1 senior, starting for West Point, who's 13-10 on the year. For Cold Springs, they're under first-year coach Tim Willoughby. They start a sophomore, number 3, Tristan Chambers, a junior, number 5, Austin Moore, a senior, number 11, Lane Rice, a sophomore, number 12, Tyler Rice, and another sophomore, number 24, Josh Freeman. Again, that's Chambers, Moore, Rice, and Freeman. 1 senior, 3 sophomores, and a junior for Cold Springs, who's 14-9 on the year. Going to be a good ball game.
Cold Springs and West Point's always a great game. Coach Willoughby has he used to be at Cold Springs a while back. He came back after a long stint at Curry and other places. He's also coached at Hansel. Randy Jones, a West Point product, son of Randall Jones, who dominated the girls division as the coach of the girls and then eventually the coach of the boys. I think we're going to have a great game here.
Chambers and Jones tips it off. Cold Springs with possession. Rice going to bring it up the floor. Passes it over to Moore.
Both teams have players back from last year's team. You know, West Point's point guard tore his ACL in football. They got him back after Christmas, and they've been a different team since he's been back.
Farley with the ball for West Point.
That's their quarterback, Farley.
Bryant Farley, number 2 here for West Point. He's going to take it himself, drive in the lane, toss up a shot. Uncontested. It's going to be a turnover for West Point. Turn it over to Cold Springs.
West Point opening up in a zone press right off the bat.
Tyler Rice throws it in to Freeman. Freeman pitches it over to Moore. Moore over to Rice. Rice for 3. It misses. Rebound by Rice.
Cold Springs, great shooters.
Chambers for 3. It's off the back.
Heard a lot about Chambers. A really good player.
Dubberly goes up for the layup. It misses. Ryder Jones with the rebound and the putback. It doesn't go. William Wren controls it. Levi Laney's going to try from 3, and he's good.
And Levi Laney with a little string music right here in Wallace State to get it all started for the Warriors.
3-0 West Point.
In their zone press.
Cold Springs breaks the press. Austin Moore brings it up and turns it over. Farley with the steal. Skip pass up.
What a pass.
Levi Laney, he's going to go for a layup and miss. Rebound controlled there by Cold Springs. Tristan Chambers. They're going to say he stepped on the line.
And I think if you're West Point, this is the kind of start you wanted. You know, Cold Springs beat them by 10, but that was at Cold Springs early in the year. And the Warriors have improved a lot lately. They can be a serious contender.
Farley's got it, dishes it out to Wren. Wren with the ball, pitches it to Dubberly. Dubberly on the drive, back to Wren.
Cold Springs in a 2-3 zone.
Wren over to Farley. Farley with the ball, directing traffic here, pulls it back out to midcourt. 6.5 minutes left here in the first period, 3-0 West Point. Farley pitches over to Wren, Wren back to Farley. Ryder Jones with the screen. Pushes it over to Laney. Laney's going to try another 3. He misses. Rebound controlled by Chambers. Chambers going to bring the ball down the floor. Go to his left.
Cold Springs always part of the Cullman County tournament with all their history.
Great job there by Tristan Chambers with the drive. First shot, no good. Follows a shot, gets it to fall. 3-2 West Point.
I've heard a lot of things about Chambers. I think he's a transfer into Cold Springs. I believe I'm right, but already showing his abilities.
Just a sophomore. He scored his 1,000th point in his last game.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about him.
Ryder Jones with the flash in the middle. Dishes it back out for the three by Dubberly. Dubberly misses, controlled by Cold Springs.
You know, you look at Ryder Jones out there, and there's nobody even close to him as far as size. Look for West Point to really try to take it inside and get it, because he's got good skills around the basket. He can score. Just
as you say that, he has the rebound, dishes it to Farley. Farley over to Wren, he misses. Rebound controlled by Freeman. Freeman out to Chambers. Cross court pass to Rice. Rice with a left-handed dribble in the drive. He's going to go up and get fouled on his way up. He's going to shoot two.
Think they're going to get maybe Will Wren on that?
They will. Will Wren, that'll be his first.
I've watched Will Wren grow up from a baby. He's my next door neighbor. We're really good friends of ours across, great neighbors for us.
So you taught him everything he knows. That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm going to let you know on that. It's very possible if he has a really good game, I'm definitely going to take credit for it. But, you know, Cold Springs and West Point have had some great games through the years. And Tim Burleson, you know, the wonderful coach there for so long at Cold Springs, now the principal. And Coach Willoughby, a tremendous coach. I mean, when you go to Cold Springs, you better know how to dribble and shoot a basketball. They do a tremendous job, got great tradition.
Got a good home court advantage.
Oh, absolutely. And come tournament time, Cold Springs is always around. You're going to have to beat Cold Springs in the county tournament because they're always going to play their best basketball.
Dubberly with the ball, takes a dribble to the right, puts up a shot. It's good. 2-point basket for Tristan Dubberly.
Beautiful shot right there. Drew no iron. Sweet music right there on that shot. 5-2. Both teams feeling each other out.
Chambers with the ball, dishes it to Freeman. Freeman for a three. It's good.
A little downtown Fred Brown right there by Freeman. The big man shows he can shoot the three. They don't even allow you in the city limits of Cold Springs if you can't shoot the three ball.
5-all here, 4 minutes left in the first. Will Wren's going to try three. It misses. Rebound out to Chambers. Chambers going to push the ball down the court. He's got Freeman to his left. He's going to keep it, go up with the left hand and miss. Rebound out to Jones. Jones tosses it over to Laney. Laney on the fast break offense. Pitches it to Dubberly. Dubberly over to, is that Wren? It is. He puts it up.
And that's the shot I showed him right there. Will Wren, right in our own backyard.
7-5.
Just kidding
West
there,
Point.
of course.
Freeman tosses it back out to Tyler Rice.
Tyler Rice, a good point guard for the Eagles. Chambers, he's going to post up but kicks it out and got a good shot. I tell you, I really like this number 3. He's got it all.
Will Wren with a runner. It misses. Rebound to Jones. He misses. Rebound to Peyton Dickerson. Cold Springs with the ball.
Coach Jones probably would have liked his son just to gather the ball and then go back up a little more under control on that.
Rice going to pull it up for 3. He misses. Rebound out to Farley. Farley's going to bring the ball down the court for West Point.
Don't think that's what Coach Willoughby wants there. I think he wants a little more ball movement before they go for that 3 shot. It's physical. They're getting on the ground. There's foreign tackling. There's blocking.
Ryder Jones good for 2.
You know, Ryder Jones, for such a big man, has great agility. He plays tight end, but he's big. He's big.
9-4. West Point up by 4. 2.5 minutes left here in the first. Rice going to bring the ball down, dish it over to Freeman. Freeman back to Rice.
I think we're probably going to have a barn burner in this game. Both teams are going to go hard from start to finish.
Looks like we got a foul before the shot. It's going to be on the floor. Foul against West Point's number 4 looked like. Will Wren, is that right? No, 32. I wasn't even close.
Ryder Jones there.
Number 2, Adam Carney checks in for Cold Springs. Tristan Chambers with the ball on the inbound line. Tosses into Freeman. Freeman goes up with the right hook. He misses. Looks like he's going to be fouled on his way up. Tristan Dubberly looks like he's the guilty party. That'll be his first.
I believe Dubberly's the kid that had the ACL surgery. I believe I'm right. I hope I'm not wrong on that. And went up, got up to make the block, but got him with the body.
Josh Freeman at the line for Cold Springs, shooting the first of 2. Off the front iron and in, it's good.
I tell you right now, I've seen Josh Freeman's going to be a good one. Only a sophomore. You know, they've got 2 sophomores on this team. You got Chambers and Freeman. Am I right? Both sophomores?
Correct.
Well, I tell you.
And Rice.
I guarantee you, Coach Willoughby's going to have a smile on his face for a long time. These guys can play.
Freeman makes his second. It's good.
Sweet touch right there. Good free throw shooter. Always good shooters at Cold Springs.
Austin Moore back in for Cold Springs. On the floor for West Point is Tanner Rusk and Jordan McKenzie, who's bringing the ball down the floor for West Point. Cold Springs in their press. Broken by West Point. Controlled by McKenzie. McKenzie setting up his offense. Looks like we got maybe a air ball there by McKenzie. Jones throws it in. Cold Springs ball. Rice brings it down. Cross-court pass over in the corner. That's Adam Carney. He's good for 3.
Oh, a little downtown Fred Brown right there from the reserve off the bench with ice in his veins.
Dribble drive there by Tristan Dubberly. He's going to get fouled on his way up. Good coast-to-coast drive there by Dubberly. The foul is going to be on Austin Moore. That's his first.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Adam Carney, who comes into the game, puts the little lefty, little southpaw, hits the 3. All music, Michael Hutchins. Sweet music.
Tristan Dubberly at the line for West Point. Cold Springs going to send back in Tyler Rice and Josh Freeman.
If Carney keeps shooting like that, I'm going to start eating pork rinds. Every time he hits a 3, I'm going to gain 10 pounds eating all this food in front of us.
10-9. Cold Springs leads West Point. West Point with a chance to tie the game, and they don't. Still a 1-point game. Rebound controlled by Freeman. Freeman out to Chambers. Tyler Rice controls the ball for Cold Springs. Freeman looking for an open man, tosses it over to Moore. Moore's going to try a 3. He misses. Rebound controlled to West Point.
West Point wanting to run.
Dubberly with the ball, dishes it over to Farley, not ready for it. Jones collects it with a dribble underneath. Going to get him called for a travel. Traveling there against Ryder Jones. Looked like he just didn't have a good handle on the ball.
You can say that West Point would like to get out and run if they could. Good job by Cold Springs though getting back. And they break the press.
Rice with the ball on the drive with a lay-in. Misses. Looks like it was touched by Jones. Jones battles for the rebound. He's got it. He and Freeman get tied up. It's going to be a jump ball going to West Point. 1 minute left in the first. 10-9. Cold Springs still leads.
Ryder Jones is kind of sagging back in the middle, allowing his man, I think it was his man that shot the 3 while ago. They want to keep Jones around the basket to make everybody reset their shots when they come into the lane.
Cold Springs can't match the size that Ryder Jones brings to West Point.
No, he brings bulk as well as size, and he's agile for his size.
He can move real well. Jordan McKenzie with the ball for West Point. Pitches it over to Farley. Farley back to McKenzie. McKenzie looking to run their offense. Passes it at the top of the key to Jones. Jones on the pitch to Farley. Good defense there by Adam Carney to stop the drive from Farley. Pitches it over to Rusk. Rusk on the left-handed dribble down to Jones. Jones going to drive. Pulls it out. Back to Rusk. Rusk going to throw a shot as he misses. Looks like we're going to have a foul on the rebound against West Point.
We don't have the Tanner Rusk is a young player. I'm pretty sure.
He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore, and going to be a really good one. Tanner Rusk has a lot of talent.
That foul was charged to McKenzie. It's his first. Looks like we got a little bit of a mismatch here on the inbound play with Tanner Rusk towering over Tyler Rice there.
Create the turnover. I think you're going to see West Point probably do a lot of pressing in this game.
Turnover there by Cold Springs. Gives it back to West Point. West Point's going to inbound the ball.
Tanner Rusk comes from a family of basketball players. All of them are really, really good. The Rusk name is synonymous with West Point basketball.
McKenzie with the ball for West Point. 9 seconds left here in the first. McKenzie going to go on the drive, going to pitch it out. Three's going to miss, rebound by Freeman. 1 second left. Looks like he may have not got off the shot because he walked. And at the end of one, we still got a 1-point game, 10-9. Cold Springs leads West Point.
I think it's going to be a great one. I think West Point's probably right where they want to be. And this is going to ebb and flow very much like the last game, except I think this one may stay close to the end. Into the first quarter, second game of the semifinals of the boys division of the Cullman County Tournament. We'll be back with more basketball right after these messages.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up, there's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad, the Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage.
Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
There's a reason Allstate is recognized as the good hands people. It's about the people. The individual agents that you can trust, not when it's time to pay your premium, but when you need someone to provide good counsel when protecting your auto, home, and life. If you want to talk to a local experienced agent, call Lindsay Summerall at the Summerall Allstate Agency at 217-5447. And don't forget to ask about how you can save 30% on your home and auto today.
Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is a proud supporter of local city and county athletics. You can keep your money right here in Cullman because Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is locally owned and operated. At Wells Turner, you won't have to wait long to get your prescriptions filled, but while you're here, you can send a package by UPS, buy a gift in the gift shop, pay your phone bill, or develop your photos using our DKS photo kiosk. Wells Turner Family Pharmacy. We are a Health Mart community pharmacy.
And we're back at Drake Coliseum here in Hanceville with one hand on the Nutter Butters, the other one on the Port Rinds. And we've got water, we've got Diet Coke. And
tell you what, Coach, I've been eating those pretzel, what do they call it, pretzel sticks, pretzel rods, and to borrow an old Seinfeld reference, those pretzels are making me thirsty.
You know, those things scare. I'm scared to eat them.
Yeah,
they scare me.
They're addictive.
Hey, pass me the Tums over there
sure
if
will.
you don't care. It's
got some Rolaids here too if you need them.
We're definitely the envy of Press Row. Everybody kind of eyeballing all the stuff that we got on our table. Michael Hutchins trying to put pounds on the broadcast crew. You know, they really treat you right.
They do.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you're going to have food, there's no doubt.
Cold Springs with the basketball. They're up by 1 here at the beginning of the second half. Tyler Rice going to control the offense for the Eagles. Great play there by McKenzie. Tries to save it on the way out, and it's off a Cold Springs player. West Point ball. Great hustle by Jordan McKenzie.
I believe it went off Freeman's leg on that, but tremendous hustle right there. Warriors really getting after it, giving a lot of hustle. Not really finding someone who can knock down the open shot, though. I think that's what West Point kind of struggling to find somebody who can maybe hit some open shots.
This game starting similar to the Holly Pond Hanceville game. Both teams starting out a little slow, trying to find their rhythm, trying to find what works. 1-point game, 19 combined points scored here in the first minute.
That's a great pick. Great screen right there. Beautiful screen by the Warriors as Jordan McKenzie knocks down the tray.
Chambers with the ball, bringing it down for Cold Springs, over to Carney. Carney passes it over to Rice. Rice looking down low to Freeman. Looks like we're going to get a whistle, maybe a foul on McKenzie on a reach-in. That is the case. Jordan McKenzie calling for the foul, his second.
You know, anytime you knock down a big shot like McKenzie did, you're fired up, man. You want to make a play on defense. Just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar right there.
Freeman with the ball, into Chambers, back inside to Freeman from the free throw line, off the bank.
Oh, my goodness, what a shot.
It's going to go. We got a foul after the shot. Looks like it's going to be on number 30, Peyton Dickerson. Not sure he agrees with the call. Nonetheless, it is a foul on Peyton Dickerson, his first.
They're going to count the basket, but you had Ryder Jones right in, was it Freeman? Right in Freeman's face. He just turned around and banked it. I thought I heard him call bank right before he let the ball go.
Great defense by Jones. Just a good shot there by Freeman. See Cold Springs come out in their 1-2-2 press.
Well, Freeman's a good-looking sophomore.
West Point breaks the press. Farley controls it for the Warriors. Setting up his offense, pitches it out to Wren. Wren back to Farley. Looking for the matchup he wants. Screen set up there by Jones. Back out to Laney. Laney over to Wren. Wren down low to Jones. Nowhere to go for Jones. Pitches it back out to Farley. Farley tosses it over to Rusk. Rusk back into Jones. Jones goes up and he draws the foul.
You know, you notice what happens when they go inside to Ryder Jones. The whole defense collapses. And Ryder does something that a lot of big men don't do. He gets the ball back out, sometimes for an open shot. Then they went right back in there to him and he drove the foul.
Josh Freeman called for that foul. That's his first foul of the evening. Sends Ryder Jones to the line, shooting 2 for West Point.
You know, I look over there on the 2 benches and I notice that Cold Springs has 8 players. I don't know if this will be a game of attrition, but West Point seems to have a deeper bench. I'm sure there's quality on Cold Springs bench, but if you get in foul trouble, that can really impact the game.
Numbers are on West Point's side for sure. Jones' second shot, it misses, controlled out by Chambers.
Chambers still looking to get on track, maybe you think?
He is. I think you're right.
He scored over Thal. He knows how to score, but this is a different venue here at this. The depth perception, it's just a little different.
Lane Rice with the ball, looking for Freeman. Freeman's got it in the corner. He's going to throw a 3. It's good.
And Freeman showing that he knows how to shoot the 3 ball. And somebody's going to have to come out and really cover it. And they set a nice screen for him.
Josh Freeman with a 3 for Cold Springs. Cold Springs brings pressure.
Good hands by Ryder Jones.
Breaks the press. Levi Laney with the ball in the corner, passes it out. Farley at the top of the key, down low to Jones. He goes up on his way out, throws the ball in, turn over to Cold Springs. Cold Springs come down with Chambers. Chambers going to pull up at the stripe. He's going to shoot. He's good.
And that's sweet, a little string music from Pizza Hut down in the middle of Cullman. I'm going to tell you, Chambers, and good timeout by Randy Jones as Cold Springs opens up a 5-point lead.
18-13, Cold Springs up by 5. There's 5 minutes, 41 seconds left here in the second half. 30-second timeout taken by West Point to maybe quell some of this momentum that Cold Springs has on their side.
The Cullman County basketball tournament is West Point inbounds the ball, trailing 18-13, second quarter.
West Point with the ball. Tristan Deverly is going to try to break the press over to Farley, then Farley over to Wren. Wren back to Farley across the half-court stripe. Farley's going to set up his offense, throw it down low to Laney. Laney's going to dish it out to Deverly, going to try for a 3. It's a little miss. Rebound controlled by Cold Springs is Moore. Lane Rice with the ball. He's going to bring it down for Cold Springs, toss it over to his cousin Tyler. Tyler back to Lane. Lane with a left-handed dribble in the drive, back to Tyler. Tyler over to Chambers. He's going to try another 3. It's off. Rebound controlled by Cold Springs, Austin Moore. Back out to Rice. Reset the offense. Rice over to Moore. Kick ball there by Farley.
And you see something start to emerge with the shooting ability of Cold Springs, the skill against the hustle and the get down and dirty West Point Warriors. Absolutely. Trying to get cheap baskets, and Cold Springs stands out with the great shooting, and West Point's just going to scrap you, and that's kind of what we're looking at right now. There's no doubt who the best shooting team is, but West Point wants to run, get transition baskets.
Turnover there by West Point, and West Point turns it right back over to Cold Springs. Chambers controls it on the drive and the spin, up and good.
Oh, a beautiful spin move. And they've opened it up to 7, and I think the Warriors need to settle down and get in this game. Cold Springs with a chance to open something up here.
Ryder Jones with the ball. Tosses it over to Laney. Laney down to the corner to Wren. Back to Laney for 3, off the front. Rebound controlled by Rice. Rice is going to get fouled here on the drive by Farley.
The shot's not falling for the Warriors, and then the Cold Springs Eagles really getting comfortable with their shooting. Up 7, I think it's a critical time of the game. West Point needs to try to stay close, and Cold Springs on the verge of opening it up here.
4 minutes before halftime, Cold Springs up by 7.
And I do love number 3. He got a lot of skills.
Number 3, Tristan
Going to be
Chambers.
a great player before he leaves Cold Springs.
Freeman with the ball, working against Jones, goes up and misses. Good defense by Jones there for West Point. Wren with the ball. Wren pitches it to Laney across the half-court stripe over to Jones. Jones passes it over across court to Deverly. Deverly for a 3, a little bit long, controlled by Freeman.
And wide open shots. And West Point has not been able to find the basket really well. But Chris, we talk a little bit about the depth perception. They're going to have to start knocking some of those down.
Rice with the ball inside the Chambers at the free shot line. Good for Chambers.
Chambers really starting to show what I've heard so much about him, is he is a scorer.
The sophomore with great endurance, great persistence.
He can do it inside, he can do it outside.
Looks like we're going to get a foul here on Cold Springs as Josh Freeman. That should be his second.
It's a 9-point lead right now. West Point's got to settle down. They've only got 13 points 3 minutes to go in the half. Their inability to score is what's causing the problem in this game. They're getting a lot of effort on defense.
Adam Carney and Peyton Dickerson check in for Cold Springs. West Point with the ball, 3 minutes to go. Farley controlling it for the Warriors.
Cold Springs playing the man.
Inside to Laney. Laney working on Rice. Goes up, misses. Rice tries to rebound it. Out to Carney. Carney with the rebound. Back to Rice for Cold Springs. Rice bringing the ball down for the Eagles. Passes it over to Dickerson. Dickerson looking for a man inside. No go. Back to Rice. Rice is going to pull it up from downtown. He misses off the
mercy.
arc. Chambers with a rebound. Good no-look pass into Rice. Behind the
back.
Are
you kidding me?
No-look shot. What a shot by Lane Rice. And then we got a timeout taken by West Point.
A little magic moment right here. Unbelievable. A no-look.
No-look pass.
Whoop-de-doo. Give me a pork rind. Unbelievable pass and shot right there. Unbelievable.
No-look pass there by Chambers and then Rice. I don't know if he knew where he was or if he was tossing up a prayer, but
that's how you play horse, man.
That'd be hard to
hit this
replicate.
shot.
That's right.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And it's an 11-point game, and Warriors are right on the edge of maybe getting blown out here. They've got to find a way to score, but give Cold Springs credit.
24-13, Coach. Cold Springs up by 11, 2 minutes, 42 seconds left to go here at halftime. It's been a great game, been a little bit one-sided this half. Cold Springs playing a little bit with more momentum than West Point is. Maybe that's what Coach Jones is addressing here during this timeout.
As Cold Springs hits the shots, look at their confidence. I mean, they're getting more confident in everything they do. They're playing loose because the shots are falling. West Point, on the other hand, it seems like they can't make the shots go down, and they're playing tight. And that's the difference right now in the two teams.
That's exactly right. West Point will have the ball. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go here before halftime. Cold Springs back out here in their full-court press. Looks like a 2-2-1 press. Trying to draw the trap here in the corner for West Point. West Point's breaking their press fairly effectively. Looks like we got either a carry or an over or back. Was that an over and back?
It was a good call. He caught the ball prior to establishing himself into the front court.
We got a backcourt violation against West Point. That's another turnover. Those turnovers have hurt West Point in this first half.
Yeah, absolutely. West Point, as I said, playing tight. I think Cold Springs senses it, and they're really trying to go for the throat.
Dickerson controls it for Cold Springs. Down low to Chambers. Tough shot there against the double team. Shot's no good. Rebound out to West Point. Riley Voss controlling it. For West Point, looks like we're going to have an offensive foul against West Point.
That's a great job right there by number 2, Adam Carney. The guy that hit the three in the corner a while ago as he took the charge. Great. You got to have some guts to do that.
Got to have some guts.
He did a great job.
Long pass in to Rice. Rice has it in the backcourt over to Carney. Carney facing some pressure from West Point. Got a turnover forced by Vos. Vos with the ball. Over to Wren. Wren goes up, misses, but he is fouled on the play. He's going to shoot 2.
If you're Will Wren right there, you would love to make the basket and get the foul, but he's still going to get the 2 shots. And, you know, the turnover, the press, Randy Jones trying to change this into a different kind of game, not a half-court game, but a full-court game. That would help the Warriors.
Adam Carney was called for the foul. That's his first. Sends Wren to the line where he misses the first of 2. Lane Rice back in for Cold Springs. Got an 11-point game. Cold Springs up 24-13. 2 minutes left here before halftime. Wren with his second shot. It's good. West Point back into their pressure package here with a 1-2-2 press.
West Point just struggling to score. Just cannot get points.
Austin Moore controls it for Cold Springs with a left-handed dribble. Good defense by Farley.
West Point scrappy, trying to get.
Chambers for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by West Point. Turn back over to Lane Rice. He's going to get clobbered on his way up. He'll shoot 2. Looks like Farley got him on the way up pretty good.
And when Cold Springs goes to the foul line, it's usually fairly automatic. You shoot free throws, 2 days after you're born, you know, in Cold Springs. And I mean, I'm telling you, there's so much tradition.
In the hospital room.
I love the way these guys, you know, the whole community. If you've been to a game at Cold Springs?
I have.
Well, everybody in the community comes. They support the team. It's a big deal. It really is. You know, you just love tradition.
You do.
Austin Moore hits the first.
Rice's second is up, and it's good. 26-14, 12-point lead by Cold Springs, their largest of the night. Minute and a half left to go before halftime. Farley with the ball, skip pass over to Laney. Laney back to Wren back to Laney, inside to Jones, no go. Defense by Lane Rice there. Going to have a turnover by West Point. Great defense there by Cold Springs.
Great defense. Jones does probably not need to put the ball on the floor, but Cold Springs causing all kind of pressure on there, and West Point with the steal.
Vos there with a turnover. Back out to Farley, minute and a half left to go.
Somebody needs to hit a shot.
Turnover
Great
there.
job by Chambers on the interception.
Playing the free safety role on the court. Looks like he's going to carry that ball. Turnover again there by Cold Springs. Great defense. Got a technical against Chambers.
Well, Chambers did not like the call, and he kind of bounced the ball backwards. I don't know if that's a technical. I mean, he didn't like the call, but that was not very flagrant.
There's a difference in playing with passion and being belligerent, I think. And I think that was just an example of passion there by Chambers.
I think so. It was, it was a little iffy call.
Going to have some free throws here by Levi Laney. He'll shoot 2 for West Point. Get a chance to bring it down to a 10-point ball game. He misses on his first.
I'm telling you, West Point is struggling to get the ball through the iron basket. It looks like it's got a lid on it.
And he misses both.
So there's 2 technicals, and they can't convert. West Point gets the ball back. They could have cut it to 10 with the ball. I think they're just tight. They're playing hard.
They are.
They're just tight.
Minute 18 left in the second period.
And Cold Springs is playing excellent, but you've got to hit your free throws.
Great reaction there by Rice on the deflection. Farley controls it on the right side for West Point. He's going to drive in and put up a runner. No go. Blocked by Chambers. Chambers is a sophomore for Cold Springs. He's a 10th grader. Is a 1,000-point scorer for Cold Springs. And
he's going to have some more 1,000-point seasons, I predict.
West Point with the ball.
Cool customer.
Down low to Wren. Wren's trying to get it into Jones. Farley's going to try a 3. It misses. Great rebound there by Rice. He's got nowhere to go. We're going to get a foul against West Point.
Coach Willoughby's a lot of passion over there, a lot of excitement, Coach Willoughby, I've known him for years, a really, really outstanding basketball coach.
I believe he's coached at Sparkman in the
past.
Both
these guys, I'm going to tell you.
Good backgrounds.
Randy Jones is a great coach. Randy Jones is a great offensive line coach. A lot of people don't know that. But he's also an excellent basketball coach.
Lane Rice to shoot 2 for Cold Springs.
One,
excuse me.
Randy Jones' first year, he won this tournament. And once again, Cold Springs steps up and shows that, we know how to shoot free throws, no doubt.
13-point lead for Cold Springs. Chance to send it to 14. Rims out.
Sorry, Lane. My bad. Of course, I always curse people when I start talking about free throw shooting.
Wren with the ball over to Laney. Laney back to Wren. One-on-one with Rice. Back to Laney. Had a look, thought about it. Pitched it to Vos. Vos for 3. He misses. Great rebound there by Chambers.
Just no confidence, it seems like, when West Point shoots the ball.
Derek Isbell in for Cold Springs. He controls it. Pass to Rice. Pass to
There's your confidence right there. Downtown, Fred Brown right there.
16-point lead for Cold Springs, 30-14.
Tristan Chambers putting on a shooting clinic.
10 seconds remaining in the second period. West Point needs something good to happen right here in the next 5 seconds. Vos with the ball. He's going to give it up to Dubberly. Dubberly needs to put it up fast. He does for 3. It's good.
And a monster shot by Dubberly right there when they really needed it. Still, though, a 13-point lead by the Cold Springs Eagles. They played an excellent first half of basketball.
30-17. Cold Springs up by 13 against West Point here at halftime at the Tom Drake Coliseum. The winner of this game advances to play Holly Pond Saturday here at 7:30.
And stay tuned while we eat a Nutter Butter. We'll be back with the point totals in the second half of the second game between the Cold Springs Eagles and West Point Warriors. Back after this.
When you remember to get your mammogram, you're not just remembering it for yourself. You're remembering it for everyone around you. It's just one more way you take care of them. So call your doctor. Because it's up to you to make the appointment. It's up to us to get you immediate, accurate, state-of-the-art results right here at home. Cullman Regional Medical Center Women's Diagnostic Center. Taking care of you so you can take care of them.
The academic programs at Wallace State ensure seamless transfer to Alabama's 4-year colleges and universities.
I will be a musician.
Our students are well prepared to excel in whatever profession they choose.
I will be an accountant. I will be a teacher.
A world of opportunities awaits you at Wallace State Hanceville.
I will be a baseball player.
Wallace State, excellent choices, promising futures.
Back here at Tom Drake Coliseum at halftime, where the Cold Springs Eagles lead the West Point Warriors 30-17. And Mr. Rice, you got some scores for us?
Yeah, it's been a good ball game for Cold Springs. Their leading scorer is Tristan Chambers, the sophomore. He's got 12 this first half. Josh Freeman with a quiet 10 points there. And you've got Lane Rice with 5 and Adam Carney with that 3 there in the corner for Cold Springs. West Point, they've kind of spread their scoring around. Dubberly is their leading scorer with 5. Laney, Jones, McKenzie, and Wren all have 3 points. They need some baskets, Coach, to get back in this ball game.
But they do, as you can see, no one really stepping up for West Point and being a scorer. And Lane Rice, probably relation there eventually.
A little bit.
Where do you get that no-look behind the back, around the ear type of a shot? It's unbelievable.
That's not from our side, I promise you that. But no, well, he's a great ball player. He's a difference maker. He's kind of their quiet catalyst there. Of course, Chambers, rightfully so, gets a lot of the credit, but Rice makes him go as well.
Well, you know, in the last game, we said, what in the world did they say at halftime at Holly Pond? West Point's going to need that kind of change in their play to get in this game.
So let's see what they do. West Point ball, beginning the third period. Farley with the ball, passes it over to Wren. Wren's looking for Dubberly up the middle, no go. Looking for Jones, no go. Passes it over to Laney. Laney over to Dubberly, back over to Farley, looking for something, looking for an open shot.
Somebody needs to score. Somebody needs to hit a shot.
Laney with the ball, looking for Jones in the middle, over to Dubberly on the corner.
Cold Springs playing great defense, a lot of hands, a lot of positioning, not giving West Point anything easy.
Farley for 3. Off the front iron, rebound to Rice.
Rice, a good steady ball player. Both Rices, good steady players for the Eagles.
Rice going to bring the ball down, pitch it over to Freeman. Freeman's going to throw it down low to Chambers. Chambers going to go to work against Dubberly off the glass, no go. Rebound out to Jones. Jones over to Farley, running the fast break offense. He's going to take it himself, drive, throw up a runner, no go. Rebound out. Looks like it's going to be off of Cold Springs, West Point ball. 7-minute marks exactly here in the third period.
And you don't get it all at one time. You got to take your time, knock it down halfway through the quarter, have it down in the single digits, but somebody has got to score.
Dubberly's open for 2. He got it. 2-point line just inside the stripe.
And 2 or 3, the Warriors will take it. A good open shot. Dubberly knocked it down. Maybe he's the one that's going to step up.
Oh, nice play by Freeman. Throwing it off of Jones. Great recovery there. Oh, it looked like a sure turnover for Cold Springs.
Great play by Freeman to save a possession for the Eagles.
Cold Springs ball. Lane Rice going to toss it in for the Eagles. Passes it out to Freeman at the top of the key. Freeman over to Rice. Rice looking for Chambers down low. Got him on the cut. Chambers going to work. Goes up against Jones. Off the glass, no go. Follows the shot. Rice with the rebound. He's going to get fouled by Dubberly, who disagrees with the call.
Good job on the boards by Cold Springs as all the Eagles hit the boards hard, especially the offensive glass.
Tyler Rice at the line for Cold Springs, shooting 2.
West Point's got to limit the opportunities, as once again the iron is kind to the Eagles because they have those shooters' touches. You know, that's what happens with good shooters. It rolls around and falls through.
And they develop that in the crib, right?
They absolutely do. But I think it's in the womb. I mean, fathers are even talking better basketball to them even then. But
32-19, Cold Springs is up over West Point. 6.5 minutes left here in the third period.
Good ball movement, breaking the press. What you like to do is score off the press.
Levi Laney for 3. He misses. Jones battling for the rebound. Rice had position there. And it looks like it's going to be a turnover. Rice stepped on the line. He feels like he was pushed. West Point will throw it in with Wren. Wren's going to turn the ball over. Chambers with a steal. It's going to be off of Chambers.
West Point got a couple of breaks here, but they're going to need to convert on something. They've saved a couple of possessions there in a row.
Back out deep to Farley. Bryant Farley with the ball for West Point. They are down 13 points here in the third quarter.
Cold Springs really getting after West Point, getting all the loose balls and playing hard, playing great defense.
Dubberly in the corner, passes it inside to Ryder Jones. Ryder with nowhere to go. Passes it about out to Dubberly. Dubberly's going to try a 3. It's good.
And another shot as Dubberly knocks one down, and it's a 3. West Point knocking a few shots down here. It wouldn't take a lot of that for them to get back in the game.
Rice with the ball, facing some pressure, tosses it to Chambers. He's going to try a 3. Little long, a rebound out to West Point. Will Wren with the ball, 3-on-1. Wren's going to keep it himself with the left hand, no go. Farley going to rebound, and it's going to score.
And West Point having a little flurry. Great job right there of Bryant Farley following up on the miss, gets the shot and the foul, and a chance to cut it to 7.
Going to put it to 7 right here before the free shot. Coach Willoughby's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Good timeout by Coach Willoughby as he senses a little run. I mean, you know, West Point, what 17 at the half?
17.
They scored 7 in a little over 2 minutes already. So that's what they were lacking in the first half. They couldn't knock down the open shot. They couldn't hit their free throws. And now they've got a chance to cut it to 7.
5:27 left in the third. Cold Springs leads 32-24 here in the semifinal game at the Cullman County Tournament here at the Tom Drake Coliseum at Wallace State Community College.
Cold Springs, a veteran team. They know what this is all about. They know all about runs. Good timeout by Coach Willoughby to settle them down and let them just keep doing what they were doing first half. They're playing excellent defense.
Bryant Farley will go to the line for West Point for a chance to complete the 3-point play. It's good. Cuts it to a 7-point ball game. West Point's going to bring some pressure.
And West Point continues their press. This is what they want to do. They want to make it harem scare them.
Freeman with a 3. No. Rebound out to Wren. Loses control out to Dubberly. He's got it. Got a no-look, uncontested layup right here by Laney. Laney's going to make it. He's going to get fouled by Austin Moore.
And I think Austin would like, I mean, it really wasn't a hard foul. He just touched him. But in that situation, I think you don't even do that. You don't give the referee that opportunity to make that call.
Probably wasn't a good foul there.
And it probably wasn't really a foul. But if you just keep your hands totally off him, then he can't make that call.
Levi Laney with a chance for 2 back-to-back 3-point plays, and he gets it to go.
Now let me tell you, it is now a 4-point game from 13 to 4 in less than 3 minutes. It's just like the last game.
Just like the last game. Of course, we just saw a great game between Holly Pond and Hansville.
The difference was Holly Pond wasn't down 13. That was the difference, but it looks very similar.
Coach Willoughby pleading his case for some foul on his players there to no avail.
And just a mistake, not a good pass, but good job by Cold Springs, by Rice.
Going to get him on a travel before the foul. Everything's going West Point's way right now. It's a game of runs. West Point's with the momentum.
Yeah, Cold Springs coming a little unraveled right here, but I know they'll get their composure back. And West Point knocking some shots down, too.
And they need to do that, absolutely.
Maybe Cold Springs a little sloppy with the basketball, a few turnovers. I mean, just a wide-open shot right there.
For three. No go. Rebound out to Freeman. Freeman against Farley. Freeman turns it over with a behind-the-back dribble. We're going to have a foul against Freeman. That's going to be his third.
Is that Freeman's third foul?
That's his third.
Well, let me tell you something. That's big because he is the inside presence for Cold Springs. Also a great shooter for Cold Springs. And he's going to come out.
Going to take Freeman out. That means that Chambers is going to have to be a little bit bigger presence down low now.
And West Point's got to like what's happening here. They've got down to a 4-point game. Cold Springs a little rattled. Let's see if they can convert again.
Dubberly over to Laney. Laney over to Wren. Wren with the ball, driving to his left, passes it over to Farley. Farley over to Dubberly. Turnover there. Rice with a steal.
Good job by Rice. A good steady player, plays good defense, can make shots.
Lane Rice with a pull-up shot, no good. Fouls a shot, gets his rebound. He's going to go back. Nope, going to dish it off to Tyler Rice. He's going to go up and going to draw the foul.
And I think that Coach Jones is not going to be pleased with the rebound off the miss. You've got to block the shooter off the boards once he makes a shot. And now we've got a two-shot opportunity for Tyler Rice.
Ryder Jones was called for that foul. That's his second. Rice makes the first of two. 33-28, 5-point game. Cold Springs up with 4 minutes left to go here in the third period.
Cold Springs trying to kind of get a handle back on the game a little bit. And don't forget that they only have 8 players on this big court. I know they're in great shape. There's no question about that. But is that going to play a factor as the game wears on?
Absolutely.
And they're back in their press.
Farley trying to break the press. Over to Wren, over to Dubberly. Wren back to Farley.
Good ball movement. That's exactly how you break the press.
Farley going to drive and throw up a layup. And
wow.
From his shoestrings.
A little magic there by Farley. Maybe not a no look, but and West Point just starting to hit shots.
Got a 2-on-1 here. Rice is going to pull up off the mark. Great rebound by Chambers. He's going to go up and connect. 2 points there. Chambers pushes the lead to 6. West Point with the ball again, facing Cold Springs press. Gets it over the half-court line to Laney. Laney's looking for help. Finds Jones, and they're going to get Chambers on the slap. Tristan Chambers just getting a little over-aggressive there. Going to get called for his second foul.
Now, you say his second. Does a technical foul count as a personal in high school?
I don't think it does. They're not giving him credit for it.
They're not. You're right. I know in college, I believe I'm right. In college, it does count, maybe.
No, I'm no expert, but I think there's varying levels of
I think you're right,
fouls.
yes.
Flagrant 1, flagrant 2, so I don't know.
Cold Springs starting to get their composure back a little. I think it's a critical time. West Point needs to keep the pressure on them. I tell you, I'm impressed with the defense that Cold Springs plays.
Cold Springs playing great defense.
A lot of hands. And
just on cue right there. No way to tell where that ball went off. They're going to give it to West Point.
You know, and I love it when the guys get on the floor after the loose ball. This game means something. Both teams wanting to be the team that goes and plays Holly Pond tomorrow night.
Playing with passion. West Point with the ball. They're down 6, 3 minutes left here in the third. Dubberly's going to try a 3. He's going to miss. Chambers is going to rebound, and he's going to slow things down and try to set up his offense.
Give Chambers some credit. He got a hand in the face, caused the miss.
Chambers from NBA
and then
range.
Chambers comes back down and shoots from the Carmack Theaters. It's unbelievable. What a shot. I mean, Chambers, what a shooter, I'm telling you.
From the popcorn line at the movie theater, he connects for 3.
Exactly. You got to know where he is. I don't care where he is on the court. You better find him.
Pushes the lead to 9 now for Cold Springs. McKenzie
back
with the
up
ball
to 9
for West Point with his left hand, throws up a 3, misses it. Good rebound there. It's going to be out off of Chambers. West Point's ball. They did. They cut that up to 9. That's correct. 9-point lead for Cold Springs, 39-30. West Point with the ball, lobs it into Farley. Farley over to Jones. Jones down low to Lindsay. He's going to have a spin move, toss up a layup. He's going to miss it. Rice with a rebound. He got tripped up there. He's going to pass it over to Freeman. Freeman over to Rice.
They've got it back up to 9. This could be a big get.
Great drive there.
Great
by
move
Rice.
to the basket by Rice. Great
Taking it to the
move.
floor. Going to get fouled by number 14, Jordan McKenzie, and that's his 3rd foul.
And when you put the Eagles on the foul line, it usually results in points. They're great foul shooters.
Lane Rice, the senior for Cold Springs, at the line, looking to connect the 2 to turn it into a double-digit lead here for the Eagles.
Now West Point had cut it to 4. And Cold Springs regained their composure, took back control of the game, and now it's back to double digits.
Tanner Rusk checks in for West Point. He replaces Laney. Rice is waiting for his chance to put the Eagles up by 11 here with 2 minutes left to go here in the 3rd period.
Coach Willoughby looks like Rick Pitino over there.
He does.
Using all the hand motions and kind of, being nice to the ref, but making his point,
Coach with intensity.
A lot of intensity, that's
Absolutely.
right.
Cold Springs continues their press. West Point breaks it. Farley bringing the ball down the court.
And you notice they break the press with passes, not with the dribble.
Rusk passes it over to McKenzie. McKenzie passes it over to Beverly, who's going to try 3. He misses.
And a good look by West Point, wide open.
McKenzie controls it for West Point, going to throw a floater. He misses. Rebound out to Moore for Cold Springs. Cold Springs with a behind-the-back dribble from Rice. Bringing it down to the fast break to Kearney. They're going to reset their offense.
Up 11 now.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding them? And it's starting to thunderstorm. That brought rain with it.
Oh, we got
unbelievable shooting.
We got a technical foul. Is that what this is? We got a parking lot 3 from Lane Rice. Then we got a technical foul against Rice. I guess he said something that the official didn't like. Our spotter, Michael Hudgens here, and our cameraman and our producer and our director here says he gave him the
Well, when you hit a 40-footer, you almost have a right to say something, but not quite. My goodness.
Gun in the holster move, I believe. Is what
and West Point is 0 for 3
technically
on technical fouls. And it's back up to 14.
Coach, that was from the W in the Wallace State logo. That was a deep 3 there.
That was from the second stall in the men's room. It was unbelievable. I've never seen such shooting. God. You watch these colleges, man, they can't hit the side of the bar.
No, they can't.
These kids are shooting the eyes out.
West Point's going to send in big Zach Tilley.
What a great comeback by Cold Springs. West Point got all the momentum coming out at halftime. They cut it down to 4 points. Cold Springs quietly and quickly takes back control of this game, and now it's a 14-point lead.
44-30, a minute 15 left in the 3rd. West Point's looking for some baskets, looking for some momentum. Rusk with the ball. He's going to try a right-handed floater. He misses. Rebound low. They're going to call a jump ball. It's going to go to Cold Springs. Jump ball. Held ball. Cold Springs basketball.
That was Zachary Twilley right there. I hate to say this, but I coached his daddy. Yeah, that's not his granddaddy, though. His daddy.
Could be worse.
Don't think so. He kept his foot down. No travel call. Good job by the ref.
Lane Rice controlling the offense for Cold Springs. Isbell over to Kearney. Kearney with a left-handed drive. Between the legs dribble. He's going to try to throw it into Moore. He's going to get fouled by big Zachary Tilley. That's his first. It's the 4th team foul against West Point.
Zach Twilley, big offensive lineman in there trying to anchor down the inside.
Easy basket there for Austin Moore, and he connects for 2.
Good inbounds play by Cold Springs, and they've upped it to 16 points.
46-30. Under a minute left in the 3rd. West Point needs something good. Farley with a dribble. He's going to dish it over to McKenzie. McKenzie's going to toss it up off the front iron. Rebound by Dubberly. Looked like a strip there by Isbell, but I think they're going to get him for a foul.
Boy, Dubberly's quick, isn't he?
Boy, he is.
You know, that's West Point's quarterback. And a pretty good passer, but an excellent runner.
He's
a really good runner.
Absolutely. Farley's going to take a seat. Riley Vos is going to check in for the Warriors.
That's Coach Farley's son.
Yeah.
Well, I really impressed the way Cold Springs took back control of this game when it looked like West Point had all the momentum going. And then Cold Springs just comes down and hits a couple of big threes and make some great rebounds, and they continue. They're always going to play good defense.
10 seconds left for the Warriors. Rusk is going to throw up a three. He misses.
I think Rusk is going to be a good player.
Uh-oh, we got a foul on the shot. Looks like Rusk tried to throw it up before the buzzer.
Are you?
Looks like we're going to have a 3-point foul here against number 5, Austin Moore.
That's
his fourth.
Fourth foul on Moore. And, you know, Cold Springs kind of quietly get into foul trouble here.
Situation for them, they've got Austin Moore with 4, Josh Freeman with 3, and they got Chambers with 2. They've only got 3 players that they can substitute.
That first shot Russ put in went all the way down, and it literally spit it back out like it unbelievable. Again, the iron not being kind to the Warriors.
Once again, Tanner Rusk at the line for West Point, shooting the third of 3 free shots here with 2 seconds left to go in the third period. He connects. Rice is going to throw it in for Cold Springs underneath the goal. That's a dangerous place to be. He gets it out okay to Lane Rice. Looks like it's going to be out. Last touch by Jordan McKenzie for West Point.
You know, West Point just keeps coming. You see no quit in them. They're playing hard. They got their hands everywhere, trying to make plays.
0.8 of a second. Got to catch it and shoot by Chambers. He's going to try a half-court shot.
Oh, and I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not going to discount any shot that Chambers puts up.
That was close. That was a good one.
Into the third quarter, Cold Springs reaffirms themselves in this game, 46-32 at the end of 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after these messages.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up. There's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad. The Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage.
Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
There's a reason Allstate is recognized as the good hands people. It's about the people. The individual agents that you can trust, not when it's time to pay your premium, but when you need someone to provide good counsel when protecting your auto, home, and life. If you want to talk to a local experienced agent, call Lindsay Summerall at the Summerall Allstate Agency at 217-5447. And don't forget to ask about how you can save 30% on your home and auto today.
Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is a proud supporter of local city and county athletics. You can keep your money right here in Cullman because Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is locally owned and operated. At Wells Turner, you won't have to wait long to get your prescriptions filled, but while you're here, you can send a package by UPS, buy a gift in the gift shop, pay your phone bill, or develop your photos using our DKS photo kiosk. Wells Turner Family Pharmacy. We are a Health Mart community pharmacy.
Back at Wallace State for our final quarter of the evening. The winner of this game going on to meet a very, very good Holly Pond #1 seed, the Holly Pond Broncos. Cold Springs been very impressive in this game. And as we look forward, I mean, it's certainly possible for West Point to come back, but as we look forward, you know, I see a great game. I see if Cold Springs is on their game and they shoot like this, I mean, they've got a shot.
They do.
Now, they've got a problem inside with Mr. Smith.
They do.
Austin Smith. But, you know, they have such great perimeter shooters.
It'd be a good matchup.
I think so. I think Cold Springs will have to play well. Now, let's don't discount the Warriors, though. I mean,
still got 8 minutes to
play.
play.
They cut it from 13 to 4 in 3 minutes. So I think the first couple of minutes here are going to be very important. They got a lot of subs in right now.
They do. One of their subs is Tanner Rusk with the ball. He dishes it over to Dubberly. Dubberly's going to try a runner. He's got it. Connects for 2, cuts the lead down to 12.
And now they're going to put some pressure again in their press.
Rice is going to bring the ball up the floor for Cold Springs. Pass it over to Lane Rice. Lane's going to drive in the middle. Sees Freeman on the corner.
Well, Freeman's got good hands.
Freeman's going to toss it to Chambers. Back to Freeman. He's going to toss it up. Great defense there by Rusk. Of course, the turnover. Rusk
tell
with the
you,
ball.
the Russ kid, Russ going to be a player.
Rusk with the ball.
Look at this.
Going to drive, take it.
Tremendous drive to the basket.
A little coast to coast there, rebound and attempt. Going to draw the foul. Got a chance to bring the lead down to 12 or back to 10.
You know, Russ is getting a little more confidence in this game as he plays more. And Randy Jones knows they got a big area tournament coming up. You know, you always coaching to make your team better. That's one thing about the Cullman County tournament. About 2 weeks later, you get into the area tournaments.
West Point needs some help at the free throw line.
Yeah, there's 3 free throws here lately that they could have made that would have helped.
Great backcourt pressure by West Point. Coach Willoughby's going to take a timeout for Cold Springs. It's a 30-second timeout here with a 12-point lead. 46-34. Cold Spring leads West Point with 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
I don't think Coach Willoughby's too happy the way they're handling the press right now. There's some of their passes are getting a little sloppy. I mean, they've got a 12-point lead, but that can evaporate very quickly if you make a couple of turnovers in the backcourt. West Point's missed. I don't know exactly what their stats are, but they've missed a lot of free throws.
They've missed a lot of free throws.
They've missed 4 technical shots.
That's correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then 3 more here recently. Well, there's 7 free throws right there.
West Point still playing with several substitutions. I see 1 starter in Tristan Dubberly. All the other 4.
They got Freeman back in.
Our bench players. Freeman's back in.
Yeah, Coach Springs got Freeman in. Freeman, I'm really impressed with him. And there he is again. Chambers says, I'll do it from the side. I don't have to do it from the front.
Right in front
Great
of his
shooter.
coach. Coach Willoughby gives him a nice clap for that pretty shot.
You got to know where Chambers is at all times.
Thurley's going to drive. He's going to dish it over to Vos. Vos puts up a shot. He misses. Rebound out to Lane Rice. Looks like Lane wants to push it. Going to get tripped up there by Rusk.
Oh, Russ hustling up and down the court. 10th grader getting more and more confidence. He's going to be a good player. Hurt him just a little bit, but that's okay. Don't tell me basketball's not a contact sport.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
It is.
You don't have pads on? I mean, I got hurt more playing basketball than I did football.
Chambers with the ball, looking to score.
Well, I tell you, Chambers can jump too. He's got some good vertical jump.
Dubberly with a 2-on-1. He misses, follows a shot off the glass, gets it to go.
Dubberly's a good player. You know, he's come back strong, and I'm pretty sure that he had the ACL surgery, but he's played well.
Great look there by Chambers. Rice has it, dishes it to Freeman. Freeman with an easy 2.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job. And again, the greatest stat in the world, an assist.
51-36. Cold Springs up on West Point, 6 minutes left in the fourth. Dubberly's going to try a 3, in and out. Going to have a foul on the rebound.
Let's say this is on. I think somebody's on the back.
Get Tristan Chambers with his 3rd personal foul for Cold Springs.
It's going to be 3 throws then.
West Point will send Riley Vos to the line, shooting his 1-and-1. 51-36, 15-point lead for Cold Springs here with 6 minutes to go in the fourth period.
And I don't think the foul trouble is going to really come back and haunt them. And again, West Point misses the 1-and-1.
Great rebound there by Chambers. He's going to bring it up. No look pass there. Got a little fancy, turned it over. West Point ball. Rusk brings it down, pitches it to Dubberly. Dubberly looks over to McKenzie. McKenzie gives it off to Rusk. Rusk with a right-handed try, no good.
Right there's where your left hand would have come in. Good effort by Rusk. Almost got it down.
Lane Rice bringing it down for Cold Springs. He's going to take it all the way, throw it up from his shoestrings and miss. Rebound out to Vos. Vos is going to push it down the floor. Josh Freeman's in his way. He's going to get the charge.
Josh Freeman got 4 fouls?
Josh Freeman's got 3 fouls.
3 fouls. Okay, I was going to say, you know, that's tough, taking that charge right there when you're almost in foul trouble. Good job, though, by Josh Freeman.
Riley Vos calling for the offensive foul. That's his 3rd.
Coach Willoughby not real too happy about some of the shots. I mean, they got a 15-point lead, and I know he's wanting to settle down a little bit, maybe take a little higher percentage shot. But, boy, give them credit. They're playing so hard.
Freeman throws the ball into Rice. Rice over to Rice. Rice over to Chambers. Chambers going to take it himself and score the basket.
Great move to the basket. Chambers has got it all. He's got the great eyes. He's the passer. He can jump. He can rebound, shoot the threes. He can drive. He's a complete player.
Levi Laney called for that foul. That's his first. And it's going to send Tristan Chambers to the line to complete the three-point play.
You believe there's going to be some matchups tomorrow night with Chambers against some of those guards from Holly Pond? They can make plays too. I mean, there's going to be some one-on-one matches tomorrow night.
If Holly Pond can neutralize Chambers like they did Bronte Harris tonight, Holly Pond's going to have a chance.
Well, the thing about Chambers, though, is he can take it inside.
Yes, he can.
He's a tremendous ball handler, great passer.
Left-handed crossing for dribble for three. Pretty shot.
If he makes that one right there, I'm going to the port run sack. That was unbelievable. I mean, he's got so much confidence right now.
Lane Rice with a rebound.
How many points has Chambers got? Do you know?
I don't. He had 12 at the half. I bet he's got 21.
He's got 20 or more.
Yep.
Yeah. He's hit at least three threes maybe. I mean, I don't know. He's in the 20s.
Josh Freeman with the look across the lane. Away for two.
Great body control by Josh Freeman. You thought he might bank it in, but he just squares his shoulders up and just knocks it in.
Looks like we got a timeout taken by West Point. They're down by 19.
Give Cold Springs all the credit in the world. West Point makes the run. They cut it from 13 to 4. Now it's a 19-point game. Cold Springs just took the game back over. It's going to be interesting now. Now, Holly Pond is good.
They're good.
They're very good.
Third-ranked team in 3A.
But if Cold Springs is on top of their game and playing at their height, it could be a good game. It really could.
Looking forward to it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Obviously, with I believe 14-9 record, there have been games that they haven't played at this level, but you just don't see Cold Springs play a bad game in the Cullman County tournament.
No, you don't.
You can beat them, but you're going to have to play really good.
They're prepared to win boys and girls for that.
Oh, yes, right. I'm impressed with them.
4 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the fourth period.
The two Rice boys, they're such great complement players. We talked about it last night. You got to have some players that play down and dirty.
Absolutely.
They get on the floor, they get the loose balls, they set the picks, and they have a good team concept. They know who their scorer is out there. They're two scorers, and they give them opportunities.
West Point with the ball. McKenzie pitches it over to Farley. Farley looking for an opening, pulls his dribble, pitches it over to Wren. Wren looking for Jones down low. Jones corrals it, goes up for a shot off the glass and in.
Wow. High off the backboard.
55-38. Cold Springs up. Eagles easily break the press. Out to Rice. Rice is going to pull it out, maybe run some clock.
And I think this is what Coach Willoughby wants now. He wants to run some time off the clock, work the ball for a good shot, just what they're doing, and not run in there and just throw a shot up there. They're ahead.
Chambers with it, off to Freeman. Freeman with the dribble, picks it up, tosses it into Dickerson. Dickerson back out to Chambers in the corner.
And you know, they're also thinking they've got a game in less than 24 hours. They need to get this game over.
That's a good point. Chambers with the ball, working on Farley. Looks like we're going to have a player control foul against Tristan Chambers. That's going to be his fourth.
He used his offhand to push off. Boy, and you know, he handles the ball so well with his left hand.
He's smooth. Very fluid movements.
You know he's an outstanding basketball player because he kind of questions every call. That's what a lot of the good ones do.
That's right. That's correct.
Oh, it's going to be a good one tomorrow night.
Farley with the ball for West Point.
West Point still playing hard, not giving up.
McKenzie with the ball for West Point. Takes it to the rim. Great defense by Freeman. Rebound by Jones. He's going to put it up, and he's going to get fouled by Dickerson. That's going to be his third.
Foul number 30, Peyton Dickerson, is third.
Peyton Dickerson called for the foul. His third sends Ryder Jones to the line for West Point, shooting two. 3:23 left in the game. Cold Springs 55, West Point 38. 17-point lead for the Eagles, now cut to 16.
Randy Jones coaching his guys, wanting to get improvement. They're learning some stuff right now, these last 3.5 minutes. They're learning things, trying to get ready for the rest of the season because those area tournaments coming up, and West Point has a chance to make some noise in that tournament because the
they
team.
They get the 3 seed, I believe, don't they?
They do, and I don't know who they're. You know, they got Cullman and Hartzell, and I forget.
I think they play Cullman. I believe Cullman.
And they've played those teams very well this year.
They really have. You're right. Rice with the ball, pitches it to Chambers. Chambers, the Admiral here, conducting his offense, pitches it over to Rice. Rice over to Freeman, driving into the lane, pulls it out, throws it some
That's
more.
what Coach wants. Coach wants them running clock. You can see him over there. He's coaching them hard, just like they were behind, but he wants to see them run some clock, take some time off, and work for a good shot, if indeed they work for a shot.
Austin Moore with the ball, pitches it over to Tyler Rice. Tyler turns it over to Dubberly. Dubberly's got Wren trailing. Wren gets the rebound, misses, goes back up with the left hand, misses. Looks like Dubberly had the ball there. He put it in. Timeout, West Point.
And that shows you how much hustle West Point still got. They're not through. They're going to play hard till the last second.
Timeout by Coach Jones. He takes a 30-second timeout here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game. 55-42. Cold Springs is up.
And we'll take a timeout too and be back with the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds after these messages.
There's a reason Allstate is recognized as the good hands people. It's about the people. The individual agents that you can trust, not when it's time to pay your premium, but when you need someone to provide good counsel when protecting your auto, home, and life. If you want to talk to a local experienced agent, call Lindsay Summerall at the Summerall Allstate Agency at 217-5447. And don't forget to ask about how you can save 30% on your home and auto today.
The academic programs at Wallace State ensure seamless transfer to Alabama's 4-year colleges and universities.
I will be a musician.
Our students are well prepared to excel in whatever profession they choose.
I will be an accountant. I will be a teacher.
A world of opportunities awaits you at Wallace State Hanceville.
I will be a baseball player.
Wallace State, excellent choices, promising futures.
Back here at Tom Drake Coliseum with the All-American Michael Hutchins cameraman. You know, a first-team All-American. It's just an honor to be associated with him. And we brought in a 5-star recruit, play-by-play guy, Whit Rice, tonight. And a
Hall of Fame coach here sitting beside me doing the color.
It's been awesome. You've done a great job, by the way.
Well, I've enjoyed working with you, Coach.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Looks like we got a foul here on the throw-in. Fairley is going to be called for the foul. It's going to send Josh Freeman to the free throw line. Cold Springs.
You know, Farley kind of enjoys the contact. He gets hit so much on a Friday night. I mean, contact doesn't bother him at all.
That's Farley's third. Excuse me, that's his second.
And our brothers from Holly Pond are putting their stuff up. And from what I understand, all 5 teams are in the finals, and that may be unprecedented in this tournament. But there's going to be Holly Pond, and more Holly Pond tomorrow from 1 o'clock all the way till 9, right?
Last week, the second first rating was all Holly Pond and the girls.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, guys. Congratulations.
Josh Freeman at the line for Cold Springs.
As Josh Freeman steps up and hits the free throw like he's been doing since he was 1, shooting free throws. They had the little 6-inch basket at the end of the crib.
Tossed his diapers in there, right?
That's right.
57-42, 15-point lead for Cold Springs.
West Point still battling.
2.5 minutes left in the game. Will Wren to his left, back down to Farley in the corner. Farley's looking for an opening. Good defense by Freeman.
Cold Springs really sagging in on Ryder Jones.
Dubberly's going to try a shot. He's going to miss. A little short. Rebound out to Austin Moore, and he's going to get fouled. They could call that foul on one of 2 guys.
Well, it's that time when you're going to either have to foul or let the clock run down. And West Point is going to do that to see if they can get back in this game. When it comes down to Cold Springs shooting free throws, you're probably not going to win that one because they're just so solid at the free throw line.
Austin Moore's first one misses.
Sorry about that, man. You know, again, the curse of the free throw statement.
To Jones. Jones mishandles the ball. Turnover by West Point. Turnover by Cold Springs. Dubberly behind the back. Good for 2. Great play there. Great hustle by Tristan Dubberly.
And don't you love it? I mean, West Point just giving all they got.
They
just
are.
hustling. I mean, they're down 13 with a minute 56, and they're playing just as hard as if the game was even.
That's correct.
That says a lot about who they are. You know, the character that they have. It does. We get awfully caught up in the scoreboard these days, but these kids are learning life lessons, win or lose.
Lane Rice.
Am I 2 in a row missed at the free throw line? Come on.
And yeah, it could be
Lane, if you'll turn around and throw it back over your head,
that's right.
You can bank it in.
Yeah, could be some of that.
That's one of the greatest shots. And he missed another one.
Could be some of that fatigue that you talked about earlier sitting in there.
That was an incredible shot.
That was great.
I mean, that was a great play. That was ridiculous.
That would have been a Sports Center nominee there.
Oh,
top
yeah.
Play. Great read there by Chambers. Knock it out. West Point's still going to have the ball. Dubberly just kind of sits there. Can't believe that Chambers came out of nowhere to make that play.
Chambers comes off the bench just a few seconds ago. What does he do? He goes in there and makes a play. You can see that Cold Springs everything kind of goes through Chambers.
It does.
Offensively. And they've got some great role players.
Chambers puts up a shot and misses. Rebound out to Dubberly. Dubberly's going to bring it down and try a 3 with a minute and a half left. He misses off the front iron. Rebound out to Chambers. Chambers dribbling down the court. Looks like they're trying to foul him, but can't. Out to Moore. There's a foul. Riley Vos, he'll take care of it. That's his 4th.
That's his 4th.
It's going to send Austin Moore to the line, shooting 2 for Cold Springs with a 13-point lead, 57-44.
Maybe the last foul you'll see West Point might, get back in the game. I think they're still trying to get back in it, but. And, of course, the more free throws they got, that is 4 in a row since I've been, I don't know.
Since the bathroom stall?
Of course, you're up 13. You don't shoot your free throws quite as good, but they got to be a little fatigued. 5 in a row. But they got to be a little tired. And as long as they do that, I think West Point will keep fouling them. But they got to be a little tired. They put out a lot of energy in this game.
West Point needs a quick basket. They don't need to delay. Dubberly's going to go up. He doesn't get it to go. Rebound out to Lane Rice. He's going to get fouled here, I assume. They're going to try to trap him. Did they turn it? They'll call a timeout. Timeout by Cold Springs. Lane Rice causes it there as he's under duress. Good play by him.
Eagles take a full timeout. They have 2 pulls remaining.
So coaches, with a minute and a half or a minute and 5 seconds left, looks like it will be Cold Springs and Holly Pond tomorrow night. Looking forward to a good matchup.
Got a couple of great games tomorrow night. Both games, let's see, boys and girls, Cold Springs and Holly Pond. Both games are Cold Springs and Holly Pond.
I believe you're right.
Because Cold Springs girls came back in overtime and won.
That's right.
Yeah, both games are going to be Cold Springs and Holly Pond. Going to be like excitement. Right. Jim, it's going to be 2 great games. So looking forward to that. And, Holly Pond will probably in both those games come in the favorite. But I think that it would be a terrible mistake to not calculate the fact that Cold Springs could win either of those games if they play really, really well.
Absolutely.
But Holly Pond just right now in basketball, Holly Pond is just kind of at the top.
They are.
I mean, all the way down to the middle school, the junior varsity teams. All 5 teams in the finals tomorrow. And I bet you, if you look back at the history of this tournament, that hasn't happened a lot.
No, I agree with you.
And Cold Springs is in. I believe, if I'm correct, they're in, I know at least another one. They're probably in 3 of them.
Success breeds success.
Absolutely.
Minute and a half left, 57-44, 13-point lead for Cold Springs. Tyler Rice had a little bit of trouble getting the ball in, so he's going to take another timeout.
And this last couple of minutes is taking an eternity.
Coach
Willoughby wants to get his kids off the court and let them get a little bit of rest for tomorrow night, and the game won't end.
One timeout left for each squad. Cold Springs with one. West Point with one timeout. Minute and 5 seconds. 57-44. Cold Springs leading.
It's going to be a barn burner. Yeah, you got your cheerleaders over there, you know, and then you got your fans, your communities all here, and you got a bunch of kids out there playing till the last minute. There's no contracts out there, there's no extensions, and people are going to be free agents next year, and they're going to be one and done and go get drafted. I mean, you don't have any of that stuff. You've got pride and love and school spirit. And like we said earlier, it's the purest form of sport is high school. Maybe not as entertaining because the skill is not as great, but if you really love sports in its purity, you love high school sports.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
Put it up against anything, absolutely. Cold Springs going to try to get the ball in. They do. Lane Rice gets instantly fouled by Farley. That's going to be Farley's fourth. We'll send Lane Rice to the line, see if he can break the Cullman curse.
I remember my last high school basketball game. I believe I cried from the last second on the clock till the bus got back to Sylacauga High School when I realized that I was not going to be able to play another, high school basketball game. I mean, I was crushed. And, I mean, these kids love it.
And you weren't the only one, I'm sure. I know that's how it was.
No, that's right. That's right. They love it.
Football game, we got beat at Walker. I remember they weren't a dry on,
on
the bus.
Yeah.
Put a lot of heart, put a lot of time, put a lot of dedication that some folks just don't see in the high school sports. So when it comes to
absolutely,
you miss it. 59-44. 1 minute left. West Point looking for a basket. Dubberly with a pass over to McKenzie.
Oh, a little string music for McKenzie with 54 seconds left. The Warriors call timeout. This game's not over. Look, they're going to slow this game down and stretch this clock out.
12-point ball game, 59-47. That's West Point's final timeout. They can't stop it any longer with a timeout.
And I love it.
Cold Springs has one. You got to give credit, no matter how the game ends. You got to give credit to West Point. There's been plenty of chances tonight where they could have given up and they didn't, Coach. They played a really good ball game.
You're teaching your kids something really important, and that is that we're not going to quit. We're not going to give up to the last second. We're going to exhaust all our timeouts. We're going to exhaust every possible scenario that we can. And when this game is over, we're going to know that we never gave up. And if our kids would all learn that one lesson, it will make a difference in their life.
What a great life lesson.
Absolutely.
What a great life lesson.
I had to coach at Russellville. Oh, we're supposed to break for a timeout. No, Michael Hutchins, maybe he's just enjoying the stories.
I think he was giving you an amen.
I called a timeout against Russellville, and we were getting beat badly when I was at Brewer with 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
Coach Swindle was over there, thought I was nuts. I told him after the game, said I made a promise to the kids that we played to the last second, and he understood that. Yeah. And you're trying to teach your kids that.
Cold Springs is able to get the ball in. Looks like, Coach, I may have missed it. Looks like they made a pass out of bounds to free up.
Yeah, little trick there. You can run across after a made. So what they did is they just passed across out of bounds and got the play in.
Out of bounds, absolutely.
Coach Willoughby's pretty fired up about the execution.
Good strategy there by Coach.
And say, okay, so let's take the other side of that as Chambers knocks down the first one. Now, Coach Willoughby is coaching his kids with a lead, and he's expecting them to execute and do things when they're ahead, and he was excited about the execution of that play.
He's got the same intensity here with 48 seconds left as he did early in the game. Dubberly's going to try a three. He misses.
And look at the effort on the rebounds by both sides.
Rebound corralled out by Vos. Vos with the ball over to Wren. Wren over to McKenzie for three. He misses. Chambers with the rebound. Is he going to get fouled? Squirms out of there. Looks like he's going to get called for traveling as he slid across the floor.
Chambers, boy, I tell you what, he plays hard every second. He's intense. He wants everything that he can get on every play. Look at him. He's still just playing as hard as he can.
Will ran a little long for West Point. Controlled down there by, looked like Bryant Farley. He puts up a shot and gets fouled on his way up.
Coach Willoughby's saying, is this game ever going to be over?
He's in disbelief.
He wants to go home and get his kids a little rest. And when they're fighting on rebounds, you would never know it was a 14-point game. Both teams just playing their hearts out.
Farley at the line for West Point.
He's exhausted. Look at Coach. He's been over. He's telling the referee, "This is what we're trying to do, and it's not going." And
14-point lead
look
for
at
Cold
the
Springs.
effort.
West Point's not going away. Vos is going to try a three. He's going to miss. It's going to be Cold Springs ball with 15 seconds left here in this last semifinal game of the 2014 Cullman County Tournament.
And look at Coach Jones coaching. Hey, he's not. Look at him. He's just coaching as hard as he can. What are we going to see here?
Away, and he misses the easy layup. West Point with a rebound. Out to Farley. Farley over to Dubberly. He's going to try a three. 5 seconds left. He misses. Wren with a rebound for two. And that should do it, Coach. 61-49. Cold Springs beats West Point by 12. Cold Springs advances to play Holly Pond here in the finals of the county tournament tomorrow night.
As my granddaddy used to say, we're going to have a doozy tomorrow night now.
It's going to be a doozy.
It's going to be a doozy, right. Hey, we'll be back in just a moment with some final stats and the scoring from this last semifinal game. Final score there. The Cold Springs Eagles 61, West Point Warriors 49, and we'll be back after this.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up. There's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad. The Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage.
Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
There's a reason Allstate is recognized as the good hands people. It's about the people. The individual agents that you can trust, not when it's time to pay your premium, but when you need someone to provide good counsel when protecting your auto, home, and life. If you want to talk to a local experienced agent, call Lindsay Summerall at the Summerall Allstate Agency at 217-5447. And don't forget to ask about how you can save 30% on your home and auto today.
Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is a proud supporter of local city and county athletics. You can keep your money right here in Cullman because Wells Turner Family Pharmacy is locally owned and operated. At Wells Turner, you won't have to wait long to get your prescriptions filled, but while you're here, you can send a package by UPS, buy a gift in the gift shop, pay your phone bill, or develop your photos using our DKS photo kiosk. Wells Turner Family Pharmacy. We are a Health Mart community pharmacy.
Back here at Tom Drake Coliseum, we only got a minute left, but let's go over those scores again on this last semifinal game.
Yeah, 61-49, Cold Springs was the winner. The big score for Cold Springs, Tristan Chambers, 24 points. Great game for him. Josh Freeman pitched in 16, followed by Lane Rice with 12. West Point, their leading scorer was Tristan Dubberly. He finished with 18 tonight, followed by Ryder Jones with 7. Then you had Laney and McKenzie with 6. Good ball game. Cold Springs, Holly Pond tomorrow night in the tournament. I understand they've played twice and they've split. So it should be a pretty good ball game here for the finals in the county tournament. Girls and boys varsity. See you tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us. The finals of this county tournament tomorrow night.